instead of doing my third IBC tote, I'm going to put together this tent. And I'm going to show you the tent that I use when I go camping by myself at motorcycle events. It's called a Sportz Truck Tent. And so that tent, it looks like that. And it goes in the back of the Tundra. So I'm going to set it up, and it sets up like a regular tent. It has like 4 poles that cross each other at the top. So I'm going to put it together, and then I'll show you. I like this tent because the poles are color-coded. The orange poles go into the orange sleeves. The blue poles will go, into the blue sleeves. Okay, so I have the tent. It's just the 2 poles that crisscross around. I'm not putting all the poles in it. I'm just putting it in just to show you, just kind of like a quick draft of what it looks like. Okay, I didn't put all the poles in. Those dark blue poles and those dark blue poles go to the canopy that I have rolled up. It's like a little sun canopy. And I didn't put in that little orange pole. That little orange pole goes right there in the back to give you access to when you drop your window down. The light gray pole goes on the inside, and that dark pole goes on the outside, and the black pole goes on the inside for the rainfly. So here it is. It has these little soft furry things that came with it, and it has these clips that you clip under your truck, to keep yourself from blowing away. There's another one. There's the other one. Now, the one that I have, this one is a bigger one, so it's a little big for our Tundra, but that's okay. We've had this thing for like 13 years. I sprayed it with that UV water protectant stuff, so it's held up. I take it every time I go on my own events by myself, like me and the motorcycle. Usually I take it when I go to Nebraska, and it's usually around October when I go, so it's pretty cold. So here's the inside of this tent, and it's pretty spacious. All right, let's see. Let me see if I can get a picture. All right, let's see. I am 5'1" and a third. So let's see here. That. All right, I'm gonna see how far I can stand up in that. So I'm 5'1", so that's a 5'1" person standing up in the tent. You have windows with screens, and that back window opens to give you access to the truck bed, and it has a screen too, another screen. That net goes across the top where you can put like a light, hang up a light from it or whatever, put your goodies, your cell phone. All right. It has a net, of course, that covers the door, and it has a rain fly, and you have your normal door. So yeah, this tent, it's a nice tent, and it's been really good to us. And I obviously put it away wet because I saw some mold spots on it, but yeah, I feel safe when I'm in this tent. I usually use an air mattress. There's plenty of room for me. I've never slept in it with anybody else. Me and the Hubs has never slept in it. Me and our daughters never slept in it. It's usually just me when I go out by myself. All right, here's what it looks like. It's a good looking tent. I usually get tons of questions when I have it out. People always want to look at it and look at the inside and ask questions about it. And so it's easy to set up. Maybe it takes, if you're used to setting up a tent, this might take 10 minutes. I usually set it up on the ground and then put it in the bed, but the instructions have you putting it together in the bed of the truck first, but I tried the instructions and it just wasn't working for me. So I'll just do it on the ground, and it's light enough just to throw it on the tent and secure it. I did go through a windstorm in it when I was in Nebraska, and I did get in the truck and move because I was under a tree and I didn't want anything to fall on it. So I did just get in the truck and move the tent between some of the bigger campers that was at the event. So if you like tent camping and want to kind of get up off the ground and feel just a little bit safer and secure, then get one of these tents. It's called a Sportz Truck Tent. And this particular model, there's what it fits. There's our Tundra, and I don't know what kind of bed. I know we don't have an 8-foot bed. And so yeah, it's just a little bit bigger, and I'd rather have it bigger in case we get a different truck, it would still fit. And then that tells you what it has. The carrying bag, the pocket and gear loft, the telescoping awning poles, because the awning is really nice. The rain fly, which works really great. And it does have some more locks that go across your tailgate. I don't use those. Let's see. It says the only truck tent with a sewn-in floor. Interior space with over 5.6 foot of headroom. So if I would have put the other pole in, let me show you. If I would have put whichever one of those poles in, the gray pole, if I'd put the gray pole in through the gray thing right there, that'd give you 5 more inches. But I didn't put it in there because it's just a quick video. So yeah, it's a good looking tent. So I can't wait to use it again, maybe with the Jackery or the Bluetti that I have, the Bluetti AC 200p, and then I just have the Jackery 290. Again, all the poles are not on it, so how it's kind of sucked in there, it wouldn't be sucked in if I had all the poles on it. But I don't even remember. I think when we got this 13 years ago, this tent may have been like $150, $130. There's no telling what this tent is these days. But I'll look it up and see. Here we go. It's been through rain, heat, sun. I did have to sew, I don't even know which one it is. I did have to sew one of these. I did have to sew something on one of these straps. I don't remember what it was, but that was like 10 years ago, and it came loose. And that's the only thing I've ever had to fix. Let's see if I can find it. It does have these little nylon or whatever this is that protects your truck from these straps. This right here. Let's see. As you can see, I didn't turn that strap around. Oh well, it'll be all right. Yeah, I can't find the one that I had done some sewing on. All right, that's the end of my video.